With another Vinyl Finds video. Again, it's been kind of a while since I've honestly had one of these, and I've not really found much, anything at any local flea markets or half-price books. It's all kind of been very kind of dry, I guess you could say, here in Indiana. But I do have some albums to show, a couple Discog buys, a couple eBay buys, a couple stuff that I did get at the Vinyl Rescue Project and a couple other stores, but I've not found really anything pretty much anywhere else. So before I get started though, I was reading it, for some reason I was actually reading this old Rolling Stones magazine earlier. I just happened to be looking at it, and it's from January 26, 1995, and there's a kind of an interesting article in here about the resurgence of vinyl, and here we are 20 years later, still talking about vinyl, so I thought that was kind of interesting. But just going right into the albums, the first one I'm going to show is one that I've been wanting to get for a while. I just didn't want to pay the average price for it, and I've never found it out in the open, and I wasn't going to go buy it for like $30 on Discogs because it was one that I wanted, but not one that I really necessarily needed that bad. And it's Howard Stern, 50 Ways to Rank Your Mother. Love Howard Stern. I've always been a big fan of his. I've never really gotten a chance to listen to him as often as I would like to in the last probably 4 or 5 years or so, but this is pretty early Howard Stern. This came out in 1982 when he was in Washington before he even went to K-Rock, and it's Howard Stern and Fred Norris is on this, and they pretty much do all the bits and little parodies on this album. It's a fun album to listen to if you're a fan of Howard Stern. Nothing too special though. And I got that one on eBay for like $7, so I mean I was pretty happy about that. Doesn't have the poster with it, but I'm completely fine with that. And kind of going on the trend of Howard Stern, an album that I've been wanting for a long time, and it was on my my want list on Discogs, and it popped up finally for like $10, so I bought it right away. And it's Stuttering John, it was his second album, his first album on a major label. I believe it's on Atlantic. It's on Atlantic, and this, I mean, you would think this album would honestly be like a joke album, but it's actually a really good album. Stuttering John is actually I feel like a really good musician. It's just a really stellar album. I definitely highly recommend the song Riverboat. I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. Might be able to put out a little clip over this if I get time to edit that clip in there, but the song's called Riverboat. I really enjoy that song. There's a couple songs off this album. It's on a couple of movies off the top of my head. I think there's a song in Airheads as well. But Stuttering John, just a great copy, still in the shrink wrap. Still has the hype sticker on it. Just a really good album though, that I feel like is very underrated. So I definitely highly recommend. The next album I'm going to show is actually not, it's one that I've actually shown a while ago, probably 2 or 3 months ago. But I wanted to get it signed. If you remember, I said I wanted to get it signed, and now I got it signed by Henry Lee Summer. I saw him this past Thursday, and I was able to actually track him down and get him to sign that, so I was pretty happy about that. And this is the second time I've actually seen him this year, and I'm probably going to see him again in like a couple weeks, so definitely cool to have that one signed though. And this is one I kind of took a chance on. It's Paying Teens, Beast of Dreams, and this is an original 1995 copy of this album. It's a little bit different. I don't know how you would even describe him. It's kind of like noise rock, I guess you would say. You kind of have to be in a certain mood to listen to him. But not too bad. They're out of Texas. I think this is the last album that they came out with. I think they started out sometime in the 80s. But not too bad of an album. It's one that might have to grow on me. But not too bad. And I got that one at Vinyl Rescue Project. And another one I picked up for like, I think I got this for $10. I've been wanting to add some meat puppets to my collection. I figured what better way to start than this one. It's No Strings Attached. Is a compilation of the meat puppets pretty much from 1982 to 1989. And it's on SST Records. It's an album they released after the Meat Puppets signed with a more major label, and so they just kind of put this one out. But it's got 24 songs on it, so just really, I mean, I love the Meat Puppet songs, so definitely want to get some of their studio albums. I really want to get Meat Puppets 2 at some point if I can track it down, but an album that I actually just purchased today at Vinyl Rescue Project. It's a reissue of Silverchair Frog Stomp, and this is an album that I've been was thinking about purchasing, and they've released it on like I think black vinyl, clear vinyl, green transparent vinyl, and yellow transparent vinyl. He had the green one in there, and I was really thinking about purchasing it. Then I didn't get it, and then I went back to go get it, and it was gone. But he did get this one, and this one just came out, I think, March or April for the 20th anniversary of this album, which is crazy to think that it's 20 years old. But this one is the yellow transparent one, which looks pretty cool. Haven't listened to this album. Well, I've listened to it, just not the vinyl of it yet. I've obviously listened to the CD of it many times. But it's Silverchair's first album. It's an excellent album too, and the back of this on side D is a laser etching, which looks pretty cool. It's a frog. You coming up can see it better looking at the side C, but pretty cool nonetheless. Definitely happy to own that on the vinyl. Now the last 3 albums I am going to show, kind of a theme with them. I've kind of been on a Nirvana kick lately, and I've been actually pretty lucky in the last, I don't know, like since the last Vinyl Finds video, about maybe 3 weeks or so, and I've been finding some Nirvana, and I found this one at Vinyl Rescue Project. It's the MTV Unplugged Nirvana, which is just excellent. And this is not an original one. This is a reissue on Palace Records, but it sounds great. I've listened to it a couple of times now. I mean, just a solid live album. And so speaking of live albums, I also picked up this live album from Nirvana. It's the original 1996 copy of From the Muddy Banks of the Wishkah. Just a really cool live album from various different live tracks. If I could look real quick. Pretty much from 1991 to 1993. Looks like a lot of them recorded November, December 1991, and November, December 1993. And there's a couple from 1989 as well. And it's pretty cool 2 LP sets, has the sleeves in just great condition. And side D is actually a little bonus that they didn't put on the a CD of this, and it's just like crowd chatter and crowd noise. I mean, I haven't actually listened to this yet. I just actually got this yesterday, and I just haven't had time to listen to it yet, but hopefully after I make this video I can pop it in. Or not really pop it in, I guess drop the needle down on it, but nonetheless, the last album I'm going to show here, and I was actually really happy to find this one. And it's a Japanese copy, 1986 pressing of In Utero from Nirvana, their last album that they came out with. Still has the OBI strip on it. It's in excellent condition. Has all the inserts on it. Open it up real quick. It has the original sleeve with it, and then it has a some liner notes, which is in Japanese, so I cannot read it. But it is just a beautiful album, and it's the last album from Nirvana. And I'm actually kind of surprised I was able to get like all of those albums in just a couple of like weeks. Honestly, I mean, the only Nirvana album I need now is Bleach, but that's all the albums I have to show. And I guess thanks again, guys, for watching. I could definitely give all those 2 thumbs up.